One of the challenges on this movie was that obviously you're following in the wake of 3 other, very popular movies. But we're not a sequel, we're a prequel. So I didn't want to be a slave to design concepts from the other movies. And there was a particular character that was a minor character in some of the other movies, I'm thinking particularly of Victor Creed, that we were now going to make a major character, in fact, the antagonist to Wolverine in the movie. I felt like we needed someone with considerable dramatic experience to be able to be up against Hugh. And so I think we were very fortunate when we got Liev Schreiber to come in and play that role. And that was another reason why I wanted to reinvent the way he looked. So I hope the fans will understand that, and rather than seeing this as, oh, it's supposed to be exactly like this, this, and this, here's our play. Here's our production. And someone else will do something different in 5 or 10 years. This character is going to be around for a long time, just as has been done in the comic books. I mean, when I look at the comic books, there's Wolverine in jeans and a shirt, and there's Wolverine in yellow spandex. I'm glad our guy isn't in yellow spandex personally, but I hope people will understand that this is an interpretation of Wolverine, and I hope they enjoy it for that.
You were sentenced to death by a firing squad of 1,000 hours. How'd that go?
It tickled.
Of course, there are certain little moments in the movie that only the hardcore fans will get. For example, there is a wonderful shot when Gambit is about to throw his cards, which we know that he charges electric. His fury manifests as a kind of kinetic energy. And as he's about to do it in the movie, we push in on his eyes, and just for a moment they glow red. And I hope, fans, that you'll know that they're meant to be red. They're red, but he can exist in the real world. So those are the sort of fun things. And then, of course, there's another tip to the fans. For people who've never seen the movies might not get it, but there is a moment when William Stryker is looking at a cryogenically frozen body in his laboratory, and it's a young boy, and he has one green eye and one blue eye. And the fans of the movies will know, oh, that's his son. And it's mentioned that his son, in this movie, that his son was a mutant, and that this is what got him, if you like, fixated on the study of mutants.
Embrace the other side.
I am very fond of Tom Rothman when he and I are in a room together and debating. And I hope that he and I, through our debates, which we didn't always agree, we certainly never yelled at each other. Some of these fan sites have really been upsetting in that way. I have never had a stand-up argument with Tom Rothman. Never, ever, and nor has Tom with me. Ever. And that is a fact. And it's quite upsetting to see how these things sort of spiral into... but did we discuss and debate what stylistically I was going to bring to the movie, and his expectations and my... Of course you do that. And I hope it makes the movie better. Nobody's trying to screw up the movie. I mean, there's this stupid notion out there that, Tom Rothman wants to ruin the franchise. What? That's stupid. Of course it's stupid. This is a huge thing for the studio. Of course he doesn't want to ruin the franchise. He's put a gun to his own head. He has a huge amount riding on this movie, as do I. There were disagreements, but they were handled, I think, with dignity and sincerely, as how should we best proceed.